podcasts out there, but only one with this kind of energy.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps, Predictions, Sports. Let go, show recaps, predictions, sports.
In one podcast.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps, Predictions, Sports. Let go.
What's going on, everybody? It's the EVP from the EVP Show, and we are live for the 2026 Royal Rumble Recap Show. Oh boy, it was quite a long event. It come on early today. Obviously, it started at like noon with the pre-show. 2 p.m. start time from Riyadh, or however you say it, Saudi Arabia. First off, I just want to say oh my God, the people I don't even really know how to put it into words. Like, people are like, you don't have to attack me. Like, I said Roman Reigns. I literally said every fucking winner. Put it on Twitter. Like, good for you guys. Roman won. Like, I'm happy. Like, I have his fucking jacket on. You guys want to jump on me because I'm a fucking Cody fan? It's ridiculous. Like, you guys need to get over what happened 2 years ago, because it's like, it makes it almost impossible to root for anybody in the bloodline because of their fans. They're annoying as fuck, to be honest with you. Like, don't come at me with the crazy shit about Cody. Like, I never said he was gonna fucking win. It would make no sense for him to win. He's winning the fucking chamber, and he's winning the title back at WrestleMania. And then when I get on the show, I'm gonna fucking clown everybody. I'm sick of it. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, I don't know. It's almost unbearable for me to even root for anybody. Because it's just like, you guys are stuck in fucking Philadelphia at WrestleMania 40. Let that shit go. Roman won the Rumble. Like, not only did he win, 95% of y'all people got fucking worked on the Pat McAfee show, and he was talking about creative and there's a power struggle and all this other shit. Like, it was all a fucking work. He was winning. The TKO and Endeavor made the call because their fucking ratings are down, and they had somebody come in that it's a top draw. He's been a top draw for a long time. Makes a lot of money, makes the company a lot of money, and pull the trigger on it. The man's been off TV for fucking 3 months, so I don't want to hear all this crying about Cody when he shows up every 3 fucking months to work. So, you guys got what you wanted. He won the Rumble. I said he was winning it. He's gonna win the title at WrestleMania. I guess he's gonna hold it for 1,500 days this time. And just completely hold the whole company hostage. So it is what it is. Attack me, support me, not support me, unsubscribe, subscribe. I really don't give a shit. I'm gonna cheer for whoever the fuck I want, and if you don't like it, then don't fucking watch my show. It's pretty simple. But don't come up and attacking me saying, oh, you don't know shit, you don't work for WWE. Like, I never fucking said I did work for WWE, but I fucking got all the matches right, so I must know something. People are just like, you guys gotta let WrestleMania 40 go. I used to be a fucking monster Bloodline fan, but it's to the point where I can't even root for any of them because there's so much hatred for this man that I don't even know. It's borderline psychotic, honestly. Truthfully, it's kind of psychotic, truthfully. It's a scripted television show. Let it go. I mean, don't come at me crazy. I'm gonna fucking root for who I want. So, I never said Cody was winning the fucking Rumble. I I literally said it. I put it on Twitter. Roman Punk at Mania. No, not you after a slam. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about fucking Bloodline fans. It's ridiculous. From Kyle, what's up, man? Liv won. That was great. Even though Becky didn't win, I'm happy that Liv won. Yes. WWE was, she finished runner up twice. At Royal Rumble, I think maybe twice at the Chamber too. So they just brought her, but she just came back from injury, so it definitely was the right time for them to pull the trigger. It was kind of an hour and everything. I personally don't want to see Liv and Stephanie though. I love Stephanie, but I just don't think that. I don't know. I think there's more story if Raquel wins the title Monday, and we end up getting Liv and Raquel. There's way more story there if they want to dive deep into that, or Triple H wants to actually use his brain. Like I said at the beginning of the show, TKO and Endeavor made the calls. It's rinse and repeat. Let's bring back the people that's main event in WrestleMania 12 times, and everybody's gonna cry regardless of whatever scenario that's played out. People are never gonna fucking be happy. They're crying about the new talent not getting the push. Well, it looked like an NXT Rumble to me, both of them. Obafemi was fucking phenomenal. Saul Rika made it to the final three. But it's a rinse and repeat. Congratulations to Roman Reigns. Now he can go after the secondary championship, which CM Punk has. Because he ain't facing Drew. If you think that, then you really are fucking delusional. It ain't happening. He's going after CM Punk. Drew eliminated Cody from the Rumble. That story's far from finished. Drew could end up screwing Cody at the Chamber too. I don't know. Well, I just think we're getting a triple threat with them three. But congratulations to Liv and Roman. Roman's gonna win the title. TKO's call. Here we go again. I guess we're gonna get another 10 years of this. But it is what it is, I don't care. I'm still going to come out and put content out, whether I have 15 viewers or whether I have 150 viewers. I'm still going to pump my content out. I agree. I don't think the show is great after the slam. I don't. I 100% agree with you. I don't think the show is great. Like I said, TKO and Endeavor made the call. I've heard all the fucking podcasters and everybody talking about Roman coming on McAfee. All that shit was at work. It was so it just sounded so rehearsed and I don't know. I listened to it over and over and over again, and I didn't buy it for a second. WWE has lost it. They're desperate. He take it for what it is. Take it for granted. He's a top draw. He's gonna bring money in. He's still super fucking way over with the fans. But Brian Breaker going out fucking Adam Pearce in a mask or what? That's what it looked like to me. That's what I think. Our theory. I don't think it was theory because his arms wasn't that fucking big. I don't know. I don't know what WWE's doing. I know all the Bloodline fans are happy. And now we'll probably wait till after Elimination Chamber to see Roman to show up on TV again to make his decision. But he ain't facing Drew. So if you want to bet it, then come on the stream and I'll bring you on here and we can do it on live national stream where everybody can see it. He's not facing Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania, so hang that up. But yeah, I'm happy for you, Kyle. With Liv, I'm a big Liv fan. I was happy to see that. I was happy to see Saul get that push. I enjoyed that thoroughly. No hatred, just give. Yeah. So literally what I just said. But obviously I get like ramsacked in the GC. Oh, you don't know shit. You don't work for WWE. Nobody fucking said I did. Nobody said I worked for WWE. I never once said I worked for WWE. I called the matches out. I said who was gonna win. What more you want me to do? So I don't know. I'm done talking about it. I'm gonna talk about the Rumble. People can show up. I'm back here. You want to come on after the slam? Or you just want to be in the comments? Yeah, I would rather you be on YouTube because obviously everybody on X is going to be seeing me. Oh, okay, got you. You're on your YouTube channel now. Perfect. Yeah, that helps me out. Don't have very many viewers, but I don't even think I advertised that I was live anyway. I went live like 15 minutes early. So let's go ahead and get started. Man, what a long day. 2-hour pre-show. I mean, I'm obviously glad that like the show was early so I could get the stream, the recap show like done. Obviously I got a lot to say tomorrow on Sunday Scoops. A lot of information that I didn't know about Chris Jericho. Obviously he's doing a Fozzy tour. Okay, it's all good. All good, brother. But yeah, I have a lot of information that I'll provide tomorrow on Sunday Scoops. Obviously, I picked Jericho to return tonight. I thought it was a perfect time for WWE to capitalize on it. Now, like, he's booked up to February. So, like, I don't think they need to bring him back until after WrestleMania. I mean, yeah, it's sad when one of the biggest pops of the night was fucking Brie Bella. I mean, no disrespect to the Bellas. I love the Bella twins. I watched their podcast on YouTube. I've been clamoring for Brie to come back since Nikki came back, so that maybe they can have one last tag run together. She got a monster pop, like monster pop. And she looked good. I mean, she looked good. I knew they wasn't winning, but it was good to see her back. And then obviously the reports start going all over the internet. Oh, Bryan Danielson's coming back. He's not coming back. These people are just, oh man, IWC. I don't think so. I mean, I guess you know what? After the slam, I don't want to say no because I'll probably get attacked. But it's possible. But I'll ask my guy, but I don't think so. I don't, if he does, like, I don't know if he gets back in the ring. But I mean, I guess he could come. I don't even know if, like, I don't know what the status is with Brie. Like, did she just come back for the Rumble, or her and Nikki gonna tag up now and get involved in the already 7 or 8 teams that we have? Yeah, I mean, he could do something like that. Best now for Jericho Raw after Mania. Yeah. He doesn't need to show up. Let me put that on live on X so that people can know. I don't think he needs to show up until after WrestleMania. That was a big disappointment. I mean, just the surprises was, I don't know, disappointing to me. Bria's back now. Daniel O'Brien next. What do you think? I mean, I wouldn't think so, but I mean, I'm never say never. Could be for pre-shows, like you said, something like Big E. I don't think he gets back into the ring though. I think that would be a lot. I don't even know his medical condition. I honestly was worried that like Brie wasn't never gonna come back, but we're gonna start it off. I'm not gonna go through the long ass pre-show that they had. I'm gonna kind of do things a little bit differently. I'm just gonna kind of go in order. I'll definitely I'll be watching it. My show isn't until 6, so I'll be watching it. I'll definitely be watching it. Yeah, because your show's at 4 p.m. Eastern, and then mine's at 6. So I have an early day tomorrow, and then obviously I'm not back for Raw until 11 p.m. Monday, which we're back in the States. We're back in Philly, an hour from me, which is great. I wish they would announce matches for SmackDown though. I hate when WWE waits till the last minute because I can't. I like stuff to be like already set up, and I don't even have a stream set up for next Friday because I have no fucking idea what they're gonna do. Drew's obsessed with Cody, so like I don't know. I'm sure we're gonna get something from Drew, Cody, and Jacob Fatu. Another person I was really surprised about not seeing is another person I was surprised that I didn't see was Trish Stratus, because no, after a slam, stop it. Don't start being like all them Bloodline fans. That's not happening. That's not. He is going after CM Punk. Like, come on now, bro. That's not happening, man. No, I would bet you money on that. That's not happening. That's not happening. Drew, Cody, Fatu, Punk, Roman. Roman's gonna take a fucking month off. He worked everybody. They're not fucking. I mean, yeah, but they are. But I'm telling you, it don't. I remember War Games, but WWE seems to forget about all that stuff. It does. Drew's still too much involved with Cody. And then what are you gonna do with Jacob? Like, unless I don't know. I mean, I guess they could do Drew, Cody, Roman. Maybe have Jacob face Randy, and Randy be the one that ultimately attacked him. But the story they're telling right now, I don't think he does. I know that they stared down and all that, but Triple H has already said that they're not doing Roman Cody 3. He said he doesn't want to go back to having the fans stagnated with the same old shit, but then he turns around and does the same stagnated shit that he's been doing. I don't know since he's been in charge. Shout out to Talk About Wrestling Podcast, Miami the Great and Final Boss Baby. Make sure you give them a follow on X and also on YouTube as well. Punk and Roman are friends. I don't think they're really friends. I don't know. He's gonna take some time. He ain't got. He should show up Monday. It's in Philly. I mean, it would be like full circle. That's why everybody hates Cody, is because of Philadelphia. but he ain't gonna show up Monday. I mean, he should. But I think he's gonna take his time. And he's probably not gonna announce till like after the chamber or something like that. Nobody wants to see that shit again. Unless Cody's a heel, I don't want to see it. I mean, you don't want to see the two top baby faces in the company. Like I don't know. I'm not with it. I don't want to see it personally. Jacob was a filler. I mean, possibly, but I mean, Cody and Jacob seem to like still be going at it in the Rumble. Like Cody and Roman, I don't even know if they exchanged blows at all in the Rumble. I mean, they said some words to each other, but I mean, Cody had the whole fucking family against him. In there, Jay, Roman, Jacob, all of them. I never thought he was winning. I thought he would get part of the final 7. Obviously, WWE needs to do something about having somebody that's not even in the Royal Rumble kick somebody and knock them over the top rope and they're eliminated. Like, how does that make sense? And then bringing Gunther back as number 30. Oh my God. Like, I love what they're doing with Gunther with the character, but like, why do you bring him back as number 30? Like that, I don't know. That didn't make any sense. I mean, when he come out, I'm like, is he gonna fucking retire AJ Styles and retire AJ Styles from WWE? Obviously, I have some news on AJ. I'll break it tomorrow, but obviously he's not done wrestling. He's just done in WWE. But Gunther number 30, I'm still just, I don't know, trying to figure out why. Yes, definitely so. That was a phenomenal match. AJ Styles always been one of my favorites. He always gives it 100% in the ring. A true GOAT, absolute Hall of Famer. Definitely sucked in his last match. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It looked like it could go either way a lot of different times in the match, but Gunther's locked in. This career killer thing is where they're going with it. So I'm enjoying that for the career killer thing. But yeah, special shout out to AJ Styles. What a career. He's not done. He's just done in WWE. But I'll break all that news tomorrow. I just got off the phone with somebody like 30 minutes ago. So yeah, he put the gloves back on, so he's definitely not done. So yep, AJ Styles, phenomenal career. So I'm just gonna do a little bit differently. I don't have the order and they were eliminated. Obviously we started off with the Women's Rumble. For me, I felt like that was the best idea. I think the women's was better than the men's, honestly. I think they were both okay, but I don't know. So we had Charlotte Flair come out as number 1, which when we did the prediction show, I think I picked I think I picked Liv as that she was going to be the Iron Woman and win. Charlotte Flair ended up going 59 minutes and 56 seconds. I'm not sure why WWE decided to do that. I'm a big Charlotte fan, but I think they probably should have gave that number 1 spot to somebody like Sol Ruca, who went to the end, or I don't know. somebody that made it farther. The JC Jane and them didn't come out until like the late 20s. But I'm gonna go through the list. Charlotte Flair came out number 1, and number 2, which was definitely a surprise to me, but they've been planting the seeds, or a lot of people have been trying to plant the seed for Alexa Bliss. So it did look like Charlotte looked like she was very distraught to see Alexa. And then they acted like they were going to do their finishers on each other, but ultimately they just ended up waiting for number 3. But then later on, obviously, Charlotte ended up inadvertently throwing Alexa Bliss out of the Rumble. But I'm just going to go through the order, and then we will talk about what happened at the end. So number 3, we had Kiana James. Number 4 was the Irresistible Force, Nia Jax. Ivy Now came out number 5. And then our first NXT wrestler, that obviously wasn't on the show Tuesday, but she has a big NXT North American Championship triple threat match just coming up Tuesday. Was Lola Vice. Number 7, Candice LeRae. I mean, her and Gargano probably just need to go to AEW at this point. I mean, they got them involved in a mask matches with mask and stuff. Number 8, obviously one of the entries I was looking forward to. I believe she maybe finished second in eliminations to Lash. Jordynne Grace coming at number 8. She had a very good showing. She come in throwing people out. I think she had 3 or 4 eliminations in a row or something like that. So Jordynne Grace definitely had a big showing. I don't think Jordynne Grace is the right call for Jade Cargill at WrestleMania though. If Bianca's not ready, and obviously she wasn't in the Rumble, I don't know where the hell she's at. Then we're probably getting fucking Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill at WrestleMania for the SmackDown Championship. It's just so Triple H. Tiffany just came back from an injury. It's the same type of shit they're doing with Liv. Obviously, Tiffany's not Liv, but Tiffany Tiffany did well. She made it to the final 3. She almost won it. I mean, all 3 of them could honestly won it. But I think if Bianca is not back in time for the Chamber and she doesn't win the Chamber, then we're gonna get Tiffany and Jade at WrestleMania. So, but I got a lot of stuff to talk about tomorrow on Sunday Scoops. After I've been attacked for the last 30 minutes, it's just people at IWC are psychotic. Shout out to Talking Up Wrestling Podcast for reposting the stream. So then number 9, we had the Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch. Where was AJ? Where is the build to AJ and Becky Lynch at WrestleMania? Well, didn't start tonight. Because AJ Lee does not like Saudi Arabia. She apparently was never fucking coming to Saudi Arabia. Word I got, I know I don't work for fucking WWE, but I do have a source. So, all the negative hate because you guys are fucking mad at me about Roman losing 2 years ago. Stop. Apparently, AJ Lee was never coming to Saudi Arabia. So when they start to build, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. Hopefully. They gotta start it soon. I knew once Becky was thrown out and eliminated by Natalya or Natty that we wasn't getting AJ Lee wasn't going to be there. I'm glad I didn't pick her as a surprise. and Paige, like, she's been working out. They posted a picture of her like at the airport, like flying out, like she was leaving. Like I thought for sure she was coming, but I don't know. Who knows anymore? Shout out to Rex for reposting on the stream. So number 10 we had Sol Ruka, who was my pick as a surprise after a slam. Like, we can't pick NXT people. I mean, she wasn't advertised, buddy. I said Sol and JC Jane, honestly, but I didn't honestly know that both of them were going to be in it, but this kind of made sense. They're kind of all the top stars right now, but I wish I would have done that with the men instead of picking stupid ass Chris Jericho, because he didn't fucking show up, and now he needs to stay out. Well, he's gonna be out there. He's not coming until after WrestleMania, so he's booked up through February with the Fozzy tour or whatever. I guess I should have done more research. I should have just picked Powerhouse Hobbs. I knew he was gonna show up. They just signed him. Where was the Saudi Arabian guy that they just signed? And see him in the Rumble. Yeah, I don't know. Roxanne Perez, the prodigy, the person that was so dominant in NXT, and now that she's on the main roster, she has lost 60. She's taken like 63 pinfalls since she's been on the main roster. And then I had somebody in a GC chat tell me Roxanne needs to be in the triple threat at WrestleMania. Well, she don't. She barely wins a match on the main roster. So you don't throw her in there with Liv and now maybe she's a special guest referee for if they do Liv Raquel, but throwing her in the fucking match, like that's, I mean, she needs to win a match first before you start doing all of that. Like I said, I didn't say it before, but the name of they obviously built this stadium in like 4 weeks or something like that. It's called Rita Season Stadium. Yeah. So number 11 was Roxanne Perez. Number 12, Maxine Dupree. Number 13 was Natty with her new entrance song and her new like low-key legend. I love that. I love seeing Natty and not the Natalia. Number 14, which I wasn't expecting her this early. I thought it was going to be late 20s if she wasn't number 1, was Liv Morgan. So she came in at number 14. So she lasted a pretty good while. She almost was at the halfway mark. Number 15 was Lash Legend, who, besides Liv, I mean, she's got to be in the top 2 or 3 as far as MVPs of the match. She was phenomenal. She threw out a bunch of people. I think she eliminated the most people in the Rumble. So, but Lash came in at 15. Number 16 was Zelina Vega. And then number 17, another member of, so we had Roxanne at 11, 14 was Liv, and the last member of the ladies of Judgment Day was number 17, was Raquel Rodriguez, which Liv ended up eliminating her, which I thought was fucking hilarious. Which it was, I mean, I knew it was going to happen, but Liv was going to win. Like those three, or Roxanne got through out pretty early, but Liv and Raquel was in there for a while together. Good move by Liv. 18 was Chelsea Green. I love what Chelsea does. Even though I don't think she needs to win a world title, she's very comedic. She's very funny. She's a good storyteller. I don't know. I liked her being in the match. Shout out to Greg for reposting the stream. Number 19, we had Julia. Yep, Julia, the United States champion, which, oh my God, WWE. So you guys bring Kiana James in at number 3, and she lasts longer than Julia, and she is Julia's manager. Okay. Tell me how that makes sense. They need to do something with Julia. That United States title, even when Chelsea had it, was very stagnant. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Number 20 was the Genius of the Sky, Io Sky, which I thought she may come in early and be the Iron Woman as well. But she was number 20, followed by number 21 was Asuka of the Kabuki Warriors. Number 22, we had the Eradicator, I don't know if it was the biggest pop of the night, but pretty damn close. Rhea Ripley. Number 23, we have Bayley. And at this point, I'm like, all right, like, where's AJ? Where's Paige? Like, all right, like, we're getting late. Like, time for some surprises here. Like, 24, we had my NXT queen herself, JC Jane. She was just the way that they have to dress in Saudi Arabia. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of JC Jane's outfit, but I still love JC though. Number 25 was the Italian queen herself, Nikki Bella. I did like what she had on. Number 26 was Bird Girl herself, Lyra Valkyria. So we have Bayley and Lyra pretty close together. Number 27, we had Kalani Jordan. She's NXT/TNA, but yeah. So then number 28, we had Kairi Sane come out, and she lasted like 10, 12 minutes, something like that. I mean, she ended up throwing Asuka out inadvertently, which obviously planted seeds for the breakup. 29. For me was a big shocker. I've been talking about it and clamoring for it. We had the return of Nikki Bella's sister, Brie Bella. The pop was fucking crazy. Even when she got into the ring, the crowd was, they went crazy for Brie. I was glad to see Brie back. Hopefully she's back to work a little bit. Her and Nikki can get in the tag division. With the already 7 or 8 teams that's involved. Yeah, maybe they can have one last tag run together. But Brie looked good for not being in the ring for such a long time. The crowd was fucking piped to see her. So I thoroughly enjoyed seeing Brie Bella. 29. Number 30, I'm like, all right, so we don't have AJ, we don't have Paige. Haven't seen Tiffany yet. Haven't seen Bianca. So it's one of the 4. Number 30 was the return of, I don't know if she's the longest reigning, but she's definitely one of them, if not the longest. Over 200 plus days. SmackDown Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton is back from injury. She came in at number 30. So, like I said earlier, Charlotte did end up eliminating Alexa Bliss inadvertently. The look, I'm sure that's gonna start this. That's probably I don't know if it lead to a WrestleMania program or if Alexa forgives her, but I do think Alexa is gonna be the one to turn. But Charlotte was the Iron Woman of the Royal Rumble, 59 minutes and 56 seconds. She almost made it an hour. She didn't break the record, but great showing from the Queen, from starting at number 1. So we had our final 3, which was Sol Ruca, Tiffany Stratton, and Liv Morgan. At this point, I was on my standing up, it was phenomenal ending. They're all out on the outside of the ring. Sol Ruca's hitting soul snatchers everywhere on everyone. Ultimately, that ended up being her downfall. Tiffany ended up pushing her off. And then Liv Morgan comes from the inside and hits the Oblivion on Tiffany Stratton to knock her off the ropes into the floor. And finally, after Saudi Arabia is good to Liv Morgan. Obviously, she beat Nia Jax there, I think, and what was it, Crown Jewel or something like that, where champion versus champion. But Liv Morgan is the 2026 Royal Rumble Women's winner. And she talked on the post show about she's going to take her time on who she's going to face, but she's not going after Jade. They just have to say all that. She said that Raquel's going to be understanding, that they're all family and all of that, but we'll see. We'll see how understanding. I'm looking forward to how all this plays Monday, obviously. Raquel has a title match, a Philadelphia Street Fight against Stephanie Monday. Could we see the title change hands? I would love that. I think Raquel should win the title Monday. And I think that should start the feud for I think that should start the feud for WrestleMania. Liv and Raquel. That's how they should do it, but they're probably going to just go Liv Stephanie. We'll see. Hopefully Monday we get a title change. We'll see. But Liv Morgan finally becomes the bride and not the bridesmaid and wins the 2026 Royal Rumble. So congratulations to Liv. Look forward to seeing what she hasn't. Well, seeing who she's going to face at WrestleMania. I mean, I have so many notes, but I wasn't going to sit here and go through like everything that happened in the Rumble. I would be here like 4 hours. So, Jacy Jayne, she did fine. Glad to see her get an appearance on the main roster. Kalani as well. So Ruka, Lola Vice, all of them did so well. This was a long match though. So we get to match number 2, which was the retirement match. AJ Styles putting his career on the line. Well, after the Royal Rumble match, Michael Cole said Liv Morgan is not a bridesmaid anymore. So like I literally said the same thing. Morgan celebrates her win and cheers. She then plays to the crowd, sits down and looks at the WrestleMania sign. It looked like the cameraman had to tell her to point to the WrestleMania sign, which was kind of funny. Morgan exits the ring and yells into the camera about how it's her match and that she's going to WrestleMania. So we head to the back where Obafemi is shown warming up for the men's Royal Rumble match. I did not expect him to come out number 1. So then Gunther makes his way down to the ring for the next match. It's going to be AJ Styles. If he loses, will be forced to retire from in-ring WWE competition versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. So the match starts off with both men locking up. AJ senses in a side headlock and hits a takedown. AJ misses a dropkick to the knee when Gunther moves out of the way. Gunther then goes to the apron. This match was fucking good. Really good. Gunther then Irish whips AJ into the ring post. Gunther Irish whips AJ's chest burst into the ringside barrier. Gunther hit AJ. They were both kind of bleeding. A lot of chops back and forth. Gunther was chopping the hell out of AJ. Gunther then hits a boot to the ribs. Some more chops. Gunther's the king of the chops. The career killer. A lot of near falls in this match. AJ senses in the calf crusher and Gunther struggles, but he gets to the rope. AJ then rolls Gunther back into the corner of the ring and reapplies the hold. Gunther then counters into a sleeper. Gunther then falls back and AJ floats over for a near fall. AJ then senses in a sleeper of like the way Jey Uso beat Gunther, but Gunther returns to the sleeper. AJ then runs to the ropes and sends Gunther to the floor. So AJ goes up to the apron for a springboard 450, and he hits it, and then he hits a Styles Clash for a near fall. I thought that might be it. AJ then goes back to the apron. He sets up for the phenomenal forearm. Gunther then catches AJ and he applies a sleeper, but AJ reverses it. And then obviously Gunther goes into the side of the ring, like putting his hand like in the referee's face, and like distracts the referee, and he gives AJ a low blow. While the referee is distracted, Gunther hits the power bomb, but it's not enough to put AJ Styles away. So they continue on. The referee then checks on AJ and see if he wants to stop the match after all those chops. Gunther then just continues to pummel AJ. The referee then pulls Gunther off AJ and checks on AJ again. Gunther starts applying more chops and he hits clothesline. AJ then gets back to his feet, but AJ starts his final little rally. He hits some forearms. The referee pulls AJ out of the corner. Gunther then sends AJ to the apron, and AJ hits the forearm. Gunther then catches AJ off the ropes, and Gunther cinches in a sleeper. Gunther then cinches in a body scissors to add to the sleeper. It took about 3 times of Gunther getting the sleeper. Like, he just was so fucking relentless with it. AJ hits some elbows to the leg to try to escape. AJ tries to get to the ropes, and Gunther traps the hand. Gunther then hits some elbows to the neck and the shoulder and the back region. And he returns to the sleeper. Gunther then cinches in a body scissors. AJ Styles then passes out, and the referee checks the arm and calls for the bell. The career killer strikes again. The winner of the match is I don't call him the ring general no more. I call him the career killer because he's 3-0. First Goldberg, now it's John Cena, and now it's AJ Styles. Like I said early in the stream, shout out to AJ Styles. I have a lot to talk about with him on Scoops. It's not the last that we're going to see of him. He acted like he was going to take his gloves off, but he put them back on. So he's not done. He's just done with WWE. I expect to see him in TNA for sure. But he has retired from WWE action for sure. After the match, the referee checks on AJ, and AJ asks what happened. The crowd then gives AJ a standing ovation. AJ removes his gloves, and he wants to put them on the mat, but he puts them back on, which lets everybody know that he is not he's leaving WWE. Even though I listened to what Triple H said on the post show, but it's probably a contract thing. I don't know, but he put his gloves back on. He leaves the ring. He goes up for his final poses. You can see he's tearing up. It was emotional. AJ Styles then leaves the WWE ring for the final time, and he sadly walks to the back. So thank you, AJ Styles. Good luck on whatever you plan on doing, whether it's TNA. This is a far stretch, but I know he wants to wrestle Kenny Omega. So I don't know if it could be like a one-timer or something. But I think there's a lot in store for AJ through the rest of this year. So Jackie Reverend then introduces, I'm probably going to butcher the hell out of his guy's name, but it's Fad Tuwak. He is the newest member of the WWE roster. That signed from Saudi Arabia. We then get a preview of WWE 2K26, Penta Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio, then Sean Warman up backstage for the men's Royal Rumble match. So then we get to the third match of the evening. It is for the undisputed SmackDown Undisputed Heavyweight Championship. It's going to be Sami Zayn going against the champion Drew McIntyre. Sami makes his way down to the ring. He has never been beaten in Saudi Arabia until tonight. So Drew was relentless. So the match starts off with both men locking up. Drew backs Sami into a corner, but Drew misses a chop. Sami hits a chop to Drew, but Drew cinches in a side headlock. Sami then hits a kick. Drew then cinches in a front face lock and transitions into a deadlift suplex. Drew then gets a near fall. Sammy then hits, Drew then hits an Irish whip, and Sammy hits a back elbow. Sammy then hits a boot from the corner and a double sledge off the turnbuckles. So later on in the match, Sammy hits a flip dive onto Drew, but Sammy holds his lower back. The referee checks on Sammy and holds Drew back. Drew then sends Sammy back into the apron, and he hits him with a spine buster into the apron. Drew then hits a backbreaker. Then Drew hits a hard Irish whip. Sammy returns with some punches that have no impact on Drew. Drew then hits a forearm to the back. He hits a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker for another near fall. Sami Zayn has put up a fight. He just doesn't want to go away. Drew puts Sammy on the turnbuckles, and then Sammy reverses and hits some forearms, and he hits a sunset flip powerbomb for a near fall. Sammy then goes for the blue thunder bomb, but Drew blocks it. Drew then hits a neck breaker and sets up for a claymore, but Sammy, he ends up missing the claymore. Sammy hits a boot and a blue thunder bomb for a near fall. Drew and Sammy then exchange forearms. Drew then hits a headbutt, the Glasgow kiss to Sammy, knocks him to the mat. Drew then does a countdown, and Sammy goes low when Drew goes for the claymore. Sammy then gets a near fall. Sammy goes up top, and Drew hits a punch. And he sets up for a super air raid crash, and Drew hits it for almost a near fall, about 2 3/4. Sammy just barely rolled his shoulder. Sammy then blocks a future shock. Sammy gets a backslide. Almost caught Drew slipping there. Drew then rolls through and hits a future shock. He hits a second one. Then he holds on. Relentless. He said he would do anything to hold on to the title. He hits a third future shock. And Sami Zayn still kicks out. Drew then blocks an exploder into the turnbuckle, and Drew hits some clotheslines into the corner. Sammy then misses a haluva kick, and Drew hits a claymore. But Sammy gets his foot on the rope before the ref counts to 3. So Drew made a cardinal mistake there, where he made the cover on Sammy. Sammy was too close to the ropes, and Sammy ended up getting a foot on the bottom rope. Drew then has some words for the referee. Sammy then delivers a haluva kick. Sammy calls to get the cover, but Drew McIntyre kicks out. Drew then rolls to the floor. Sammy follows Drew to the floor, and Sammy's back completely gives out. Drew then powerbombs Sammy through the announce desk. At this point, Sammy's completely done. The other referees then come over to check on Sammy. Drew then sends Sammy back into the ring. Drew then hits a boot to the back. Drew then slaps Sammy. Sammy then hits an exploder on Drew into the turnbuckles. Sammy then goes for a haluva kick, but Drew ends up hitting the claymore. Drew then does not make the cover. He is fucking relentless. Drew then hits another claymore, and finally, after the long struggle that Sami Zayn put up and a good fight for the Saudi crowd, because he's never been beaten there, after the second claim or the third claymore of the night, Drew McIntyre gets the 1-2-3 pinfall over Sami Zayn, and Drew McIntyre retains the WWE Undisputed Championship. But that's not the last we see of Drew, obviously, because he can't keep his nose out of other people's business. So we're set for the main event. A lot of storylines were played out in the men's match. Like I said earlier, TKO and Endeavor made the call. Ticket sales are down, but the ratings are down. Bring Roman back to win the Rumble. Triple H said he doesn't know when Roman's going to come back and make a decision. I don't think it's going to be before, I don't know, probably not before Elimination Chamber. He's probably going to want to see what comes out of that. I don't know. I mean, like I said, Royal Rumble just ended, so yeah, I've seen emergency spaces going up everywhere. So yeah. So I'm going to announce the match order. Obviously, the beginning was just crazy. Obafemi was the number one entrant into the men's Royal Rumble, which I did not expect that at all. I thought maybe Cody, I thought Cody, maybe Braun, but it was announced earlier on the pre-show that Braun was going to be the number 2 entrant, and Paul Heyman raised hell about that. He told the analyst, the panelist, he told him to F around and find out. So Oba makes the entrance. Obviously, we know who number 2 is. It's Bron Breakker. Before he can get to the ring, he is attacked by someone in a mask. Speculation running rampant. Heard LA Knight. He was in the Rumble. It's not LA Knight. Heard Austin Theory. Possibly. This guy's a little bit too small, I think, for Austin Theory. I personally think it's Adam Pearce. They've been telling that storyline for a little while. I hate to see fucking Braun. Hopefully they don't do Braun and Pearce. I still think the match is Braun and Seth for WrestleMania. I do think it's going to be Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania with no title on the line. It could have been Theory, though, like I said, and Seth sent him. I don't know. Somebody attacked Braun, hit the Seth Rollins stomp, threw him back into the ring to Oba, and Oba threw his ass right back out. Bron Breakker didn't even make it like 5 minutes in the Rumble. Very quick exit. So obviously everybody's claiming it's Seth Rollins. So I'm gonna call it the order of the people, and then we'll go through the match. Obafemi number 1, Bron Breakker number 2. One half of the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Solo Sikoa number 3. The Hall of Famer himself, but not the greatest Mysterio of all time, Rey Mysterio with number 4. The greatest Mysterio is Dominic, and we didn't see him tonight, so I was a little pissed off about that. Number 5 was a returning Rusev, which he hasn't been on TV in a while, and he did not last very long. So what are they doing with Rusev? I know that was like Obafemi. He eliminated like 4 people in a row, like really fast. He didn't break the elimination record, like I thought he would. Number 6 was Matt Cardona. Number 7, Damian Priest. Number 8, the young OG himself, Javon Evans. Number 9, Triple H, Mr. Iguana. Number 10 was Trick Willie himself, Trick Williams, who got a huge ass pop. Like I said, Trick's doing big things on the main roster. Number 11 was the former undisputed champion, the person I get the most hate from. It was the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, come in at number 11. One of the El Grande Americanos come in at 12. The other one come in at 13. And number 14 was the debut, his debut on the WWE main roster. They put up Powerhouse Hobbs on the Tron, but obviously he's going by Royce Keys. Him and Cody had history before, so it's good to see. I don't know to call him Powerhouse Hobbs or Royce Keys. I'm just going to call him Powerhouse Hobbs until he gets on TV more and they start calling him Royce. Number 15 was then the next member of the Vision, Austin Theory, followed by another member of the Vision at 16, Big Bronson Reed. Number 17 was Ilya Dragunov, the former United States champion. 18 was Aparka from AAA. Number 19 was Dragon Lee. Number 20 was the last member of the Vision, Logan Paul. And number 21, who everybody thought was in the mask, and I was laughing hysterically, was L.A. Knight. Yeah. And then number 22 was the guy that called in on the Pat McAfee show, that Roman said he was surprised that he even knew how to use FaceTime, was the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar, coming at number 22. Followed by The Miz at 23. I don't know when he's going to be done, but I don't know what's left for Miz to do. Number 24 was Rey Fenix. Number 5 was main event Jey Uso, who likes to run it back. I love Jay, but just running it back shit, like in the middle of the Rumble. I mean, Roman even like lit his ass up. And then we had Bloodline people back to back to back. 25 was Jey Uso. 26, and obviously the winner of the 2026 Royal Rumble was Roman Reigns. Number 27 was the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu, which was a really good number for him. Number 28 was Penta, who didn't really do shit. 29 was the Legend Killer, Randy Orton. He made it pretty far, like almost to the end. Well, yeah, it was to the end. Final 3. I believe the final 3 was Randy, Gunther, and Roman. But Cody hit Randy with the Cody Cutter. So yeah, there's gonna be some story behind that. Number 30 obviously was the career killer himself. Hobbling the fuck down there was Gunther. No Chris Jericho. Oh my god. I don't know. Yeah, so let's go to it. So Obafemi, like I said, he made a lot of eliminations. Oba runs to a clothesline, hits a shoulder tackle. Oba hits an uppercut. Oba throws out Braun. He throws out Solo. I believe he throws out Rey Mysterio and Rusev. And I believe he throws out Matt Cardona as well. Yeah, I think he eliminated pretty much everyone until Damian Priest got into the ring, and then it started slowing down. And we had, well, like I said on the Sunday Scoops and on the prediction show, like we had that face-off with Brock and Oba. I thought it would be the other way around, and Oba would eliminate Brock, but Brock ultimately eliminated Obafemi. But I do think that is your WrestleMania match. I'm sticking with it. I think we're going to get Obafemi and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. And then we get Gunther and Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, where Gunther will retire the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. So like I said, Cody came in. Cody eliminated some people too. He eliminated LA Knight. I believe him and LA Knight eliminated Brock. Yes, they did. So Cody Rhodes and LA Knight, both of them together, eliminated Brock Lesnar. So then Cody obviously gets, Roman comes in, obviously starts cleaning the house. I mean, he tells Jay to run it back, but then he fucking punches him. You know, Jay's out there. I don't know what he was doing, but Cody ended up throwing Trick Williams out. Cody had some eliminations. Trying to look and see who eliminated who here because it was so much shit to cover and try to keep up with. They called him Royce Keys here. Cody and Royce Keys had some blows or whatever. So the moral of the story is the Vision all went out fairly quickly. Everyone except for Logan Paul. And guess who accompanied Brock Lesnar to the ring? Fucking Paul Heyman, the man that chases the clout. He's like, fuck you, Braun, fuck you, Bronson, fuck you, Theory, fuck you, Logan Paul. I'm coming out with Brock Lesnar. I think what Brock did was good enough for, you know, what they're trying to do to set up Oba and Brock for WrestleMania. Obviously, I don't remember who it is, but we got down to the final 7, and somebody threw, I think maybe Jacob. I think, yeah, Roman eliminated Jacob. But somebody threw Cody over the top rope. He tries to do the little somersault back over the ropes. And outside, and he's not even a part of the match, Drew McIntyre claymores Cody Rhodes and eliminates him. Final 7. He was number 11, so not too tight. Not too bad. I knew he wasn't winning. Wouldn't make any sense. But it just tells that because Cody and Jacob were like at it a lot during the match. Like it seemed like they just couldn't stay away from each other. A lot of people are like, oh, they might just finish the feud at Elimination Chamber. Like, I don't think so. Like, I know Drew said something about Roman at the post conference, but I just don't think that's the route they're going. I'm gonna stick with Roman Punk, and I think, I mean, I guess they could do Cody Punk, but how do you do Cody Punk when they're both face? So tell me how that works. Because Braun's not facing Punk. Braun's going to be facing Seth or Adam Pearce, or one of them two. I think it's Seth. I seen Body Sound put 2 gifts up earlier of Braun and Seth. So that lets me know Braun and Seth is probably the plan for WrestleMania. But Drew stuck his nose in where it didn't belong, Claymore Cody. So the story continued with Drew, Cody, and Jacob. He said that he didn't give a shit. Drew said at the post show he didn't care who won the Rumble, but it wasn't going to be Cody. He's scared. He put in the rematch clause. He didn't want Cody to have a rematch. He obviously we don't know if Cody would have won the Rumble, but obviously it's choreographed. It's already scripted, but he cost Cody a chance to get to WrestleMania, and that's going to piss Cody off even more. I think the more that we get these Cody like letdowns, that's ultimately it's just gonna make his character better. I just don't think they're done with Drew, Cody, and Jacob yet. So Cody is eliminated, and then I believe Roman throws, but Cody does hit the Cody cutter to Randy at some point during that match. So pay attention to that, because I think ultimately, long-term storytelling, I feel like maybe after Cody wins the title back at WrestleMania, Randy Orton comes out and RKO's the shit out of Cody. And then it's all come revealed out that, or it could happen before, like on a SmackDown or something, and then it comes out that Randy is the one. I believe Randy Orton is the one that attacked Jacob Fatu. So I mean, they could do a triple threat with Cody, Drew, and Jacob, but I think that would kind of keep the Cody, Drew, because they've already fought so many times. I don't know who's going to take the pin there, though. They can't have Jacob eat a pin. So we'll see what happens at Elimination Chamber. It's in Chicago in February. So it's a little less than 4 weeks, or right around 4 weeks away. In Chicago, Punk's hometown. So we'll see what happens. See what the card shapes up and what's going to happen on SmackDown. Like I said, I don't know any matches on SmackDown besides Shinsuke and Tama Tonga. So I have no idea how to plan this week for SmackDown recap. Hopefully something comes up here in the next couple of days, but I'll just have to go with an old Dom or something. I have no idea. But we got down to Roman Reigns. I think it was Roman, Logan Paul, Gunther, and Randy Orton. Obviously, Roman throws out. I think Roman threw Logan Paul out. And then Gunther. So Randy hits the RKO on Roman, but then Gunther capitalizes and then throws Randy Orton out of the Rumble. So Randy got to the final 3, and the IWC, I already started seeing the tweets all over X about Gunther winning the fucking Rumble after he just retired AJ, which if Triple H did that, it would have been an absolute riot tonight. There probably would be like 1,500 people on the stream instead of 100. But Gunther did what he needed to do. He said it in the post conference. He retired AJ. He made it to the very end of the Rumble again. Gunther's becoming the Liv Morgan of the Royal Rumble. This is the second, maybe third time. This is the second time that he's finished second. The first time was to Cody, and then the second time was to Roman tonight. Because Punk was second the first time that Cody won it. Or it might have been the second time. It was the second time. It was between Punk and Cody. And Cody ended up throwing Punk over. So Roman got put in a sleeper hold. I love the back and forth with Roman and Gunther. We got to see that match at some point. But with TKO and Endeavor, like I said at the beginning of the stream, they stepped in. They made the call to have Roman come back. That was all the work on the Pat McAfee show. Everybody was worked. If they said it wasn't, they're full of shit. I went back and watched it, and it sounded very generic to me, what he said. I never bought it for a fucking second. I knew he was winning the Rumble, and especially when Braun went out, immediately I was like, yep, that's it. Like, it was either Braun, Oba, or Roman. There was no other fucking choices. I know after the Slam wanted Finn Balor. I hate that he wasn't in it. But now me and Miami, we tied because I picked Chris Jericho as a surprise entrant, and I think he picked Paige. So me and Miami will go. Well, we're basically just tied. We'll start all the way over at Elimination Chamber. With predictions. There's no champion as of now. But Roman Reigns eventually throws out the career killer Gunther and wins his second Royal Rumble. So he is now in an esteemed position with a lot of other people that's won 2 Royal Rumbles. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, if they're going to put the title, which they are, back on Roman, we got to have him show up. I know I've seen 2 heads and all them saying Rock Roman, all this. I mean, I think that shit's still happening. I say it on Scoops. Like, I know Ava left and all that, but that's probably personal shit. Like, it probably has nothing to do with The Rock. That's all that stuff that Roman said on McAfee was a work. It was like, he worked everybody. Like, talking about creative and Nick Khan and they've had 2 years. Like, that shit was a fucking work, man. Like, and it worked. Like, a lot of people were like, oh, I don't know if Roman's gonna win now. Like, well, he worked everybody. It worked. What they tried to do, it worked. But congratulations to Roman Reigns. He is their 2026 Royal Rumble winner. I went 4-0 in my predictions. I picked Roman. I picked Liv. It's very hard to predict 2 Rumble winners. I don't think I did it last year. Yeah, I did. I picked Charlotte. And who won the men's last year? Was it Cody? No, it was Jay. I did not pick the winner for the men's last year. I think I picked Punk I think I picked Punk last year. But I did pick Charlotte, so I got 1 and 2 last year. But this year, I picked both the men's and the women's. Shout out to Obafemi for one hell of a showing in the men's. I look forward to seeing what they're going to do moving forward with him. I think he's going to be on Raw. And I think they're going to start a program with him and Brock. I believe that's the WrestleMania match, as well as Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker. I'll talk about a lot more about that on Sunday Scoop tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. I think after the Slam said something earlier about who he's got on tomorrow. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, he is going to be live with Marks with Mike podcast. All right. Cool beans. Marks with Mike podcast. I think they subscribe to me. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't really know who those guys are. But yeah, congratulations to Liv Morgan and Roman Reigns. We didn't see Roman Reigns on the post conference. What a shocker. He's not on the post show. Everybody else that won was on the post show but him. Like I said, I have a Roman jacket on. I have a closet full of Roman shit. But some of the Bloodline fans make it extremely difficult for me to root for any of them because they hate Cody Rhodes so much. It's borderline psychotic. It's time to let it go. Cody's getting the title back. It's gonna happen. Like Drew's not fucking going on this long ass run. He's a placeholder champion. They gave him a moment. They're gonna let him go to WrestleMania. The shit they want Cody to chase, and he's gonna ultimately get that shit back at Mania. Roman's gonna be champion at Mania. Cody's gonna be champion at Mania. And then maybe they could do a champion versus champion match or some shit like that. But they don't need to fuck with Roman and Cody unless Cody Rhodes is a heel. And if Roman's going to be champion, if he's going to beat CM Punk at WrestleMania, he needs to show the fuck up. Like, stop with all this every month or every 2 months or when I'm entering the Royal Rumble. I'm going to do it through an email or a telegram. Show up. Like, show up. Everybody hates Cody, but guess what? He shows up every fucking week, every house show that there are, every live event that's non-televised. He shows the fuck up. Like, I understand that people have lives, their families. Cody's married. Cody has kids. But he shows up. So that's the difference right there. He fucking shows up. So hopefully with TKO making this call for Roman to climb the mountain again and get that title and make the Raw title prestigious, just like the Undisputed Championship was for 4 years almost. Hopefully, he can show up. I don't know how long the run's going to be. Maybe he holds it for a whole year until he faces The Rock. I have no idea. I don't really concern myself too much with the Raw title anyway. I'm concerned with what's going on with the SmackDown title, but obviously I'm going to cover everything that's going on. But I'm going to give Royal Rumble like a 5 or a 6 maybe. It wasn't that great. Super fucking predictable. The surprises wasn't great. Great showing from Sol Ruka, Obafemi. Good to see JC Jane. Love seeing Brie Bella back. I don't think the surprises were enough. Good showing by Sammy, but I didn't think he was winning anyway. Shout out to AJ Styles. What an illustrious career you've had. It's been an honor to watch you throughout these years. We've had back-to-back retirements with him and Cena, so it's like a lot to process. But yeah, that's it, guys, for the Royal Rumble recap. Give some shout outs to the people that are in the stream. Shout out to Kyle. Said that Liv won, and that was great. Even though Becky didn't win, he's happy that Liv won. I saw your post on Twitter that you want Liv and Raquel, and I agree. After the Slam podcast, make sure you give him a follow on X and a subscription as well on YouTube, as he will have Marks with Mike on tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. WWE's lost it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this show at all. Give new people a new chance. Watch my mouth. I'm pretty potty mouth on this show until YouTube tells me to pop it down. Shout out to After the Slam. Talking Up Wrestling Podcast. The CEO of DWE Miami the Great and co-host Final Boss Baby. Make sure to follow them on X as well as on YouTube. Give them a subscription on YouTube. Shout out to Director Reg, who joined me on one of the other 8 people that joined me. Before I go, I do want to do a special shout out to the 8 people that came on the Royal Rumble Prediction Show: Director Reg, World of Greg, Miami the Great, Final Boss Baby, The two lovely ladies from Wrestling Divas Podcast, Lady Alpha and Autumn, and also Benny from Suds and Square Circle Media, and also After the Slam Podcast. Shout out to Greg for reposting the stream, DW Host, and TWE Replays. Thank you guys for all reposting the stream. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to get the Rumble of 6. I'm looking forward to what's going to happen on Raw. I have no fucking clue what's going to happen on SmackDown. I wish they would do something so I could get my stream set up. But hopefully something comes up on Raw, or I'm just going to have to go with something old. I don't know. I think that Drew and Cody and Jacob's going to be a focal point on SmackDown Friday. Obviously with Drew retaining and stuff. So we'll see. There hasn't been any big matches announced yet. So I'm going to go to the outro, and then I'll be back to tell you where you can find me on my socials and what I have coming up next.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
There are a lot of podcasts out there, but only one with this kind of energy.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps Prediction Sports. Let go, show recaps prediction sports
In one podcast.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps Prediction Sports. Let go.
All right, guys, like I said, thank you again for tuning in to the Royal Rumble recap show. I thought I'd probably have a little bigger crowd with it being 8 p.m. Eastern, but I didn't really I advertised it, but people are being pissy and shit right now, so it is what it is. 107 people, thank you for tuning in. As far as you can find all my socials, it's going across the bottom of the screen. All my links are in my bio. Please subscribe to me on X. It's at EVPCJP. Instagram is also the same handle, at EVPCJP in lowercase. And also on TikTok, it's at Brady DA Goat 21. It's at Brady the Goat 21. It's all together. Most importantly, last but not least, please and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You just go to the search bar and type in at the EVP show. You can see it right there at the bottom of the screen. If you guys go back and watch the stream tonight, make sure to hit the spam the likes on the stream, and definitely hit the comment. I've seen a few comments already in the stream from YouTube, so I'm definitely appreciative of that. Definitely spam the likes. Much appreciated. It helps get my streams and all the stuff in the algorithm, and obviously I'll be making some shorts here in a little while. Probably won't be great because people are not going to want to hear what I said earlier, but it is what it is at this point. But yeah, please hit that like and subscribe button to the EVP show. What I have coming up next tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern is episode 5 of Sunday Scoops with the EVP. After the Royal Rumble, I should have a lot of stuff. I'm going to be talking about the AJ Styles situation, the Chris Jericho situation, what we have leading up, going into WrestleMania Elimination Chamber, and then I'll open up for the last 30 or 40 minutes for questions. I'm sure I'm going to be flooded with questions, hopefully. Last Sunday there's no football this weekend. So, yeah. 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, Sunday Scoops. I've already put the post out on X. So please, if you don't mind, please retweet, hit that like and retweet button on that post. So we can try to get as many people in here as possible tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. And then I'm back Monday at 11 p.m. Eastern for the Raw recap as Stephanie McMahon defends her Raw Women's Championship in a street fight against Raquel Rodriguez. And then Tuesday, I'm back for doubleheader Tuesday. At 6 p.m. Eastern, me and Miami the Great will be covering the Super Bowl preview show at 6 p.m. Eastern. And I'm back at 10:30 p.m. Eastern later on that night for a stacked NXT card. Three championship matches on NXT next Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday, a couple days from now. And then I'm off Wednesday and Thursday. And I'm back Friday at 11:30 p.m. Eastern for your SmackDown recap. The first SmackDown after Royal Rumble should be great, or hopefully it should, as we build toward Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania. And then Sunday, join me again at 6 p.m. Eastern for episode 6 of Sunday Scoops Sunday Scoops with the EVP at 6 p.m. Eastern. But that's it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your Saturday night. It's early for me. It's 9 o'clock, so I'll have all my stream done and my shorts done by 10 p.m. I've already started promoting tomorrow's show, so I'll have time to actually watch some TV and decompress. But I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern for Sunday Night Scoops with the EVP. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on the EVP Show channel, and hit that like button on the stream tonight. I am the EVP from the EVP Show and the Golden Boy of DWE, and we are the ones. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern for Sunday Night Scoops with the EVP.